Right, it's Friday, December 1st. This is a morning SPY update about 2 hours into trading. And today, first of all, coming into today, we had a hammer bar from yesterday that we were anticipating the high of that day being taken out. And that kind of sets up a two-up signal that has a target towards, the high of this red bar up here. We had a pre-market range between the blue lines. I bought some call options yesterday down in this area at the bottom of a range. And I held on, after seeing this close, I held on expecting that high to be taken out and to see if we can get some follow through. We have some big picture monthly targets up here to the green line. So anyway, today what developed is between the blue lines was our pre-market range. We were opening up near the bottom of that range, but the very first bar was green and then followed through higher. So there was your first move of the day that kind of took out yesterday's high as anticipated. And once you saw yesterday's high kind of in line with the pre-market highs, you kind of expected that pre-market high to be taken out once the pre-market lows here kind of failed and then you started up. But that first move just took out that high. We then had a pullback towards the midpoint of that first bar, and then we came up here and just took out that pre-market high, which was kind of, at least our first target on the day. And I just exited my call positions from yesterday that I bought at about 5. I got the 450 calls at 5, and now I exited at 7:10. So anyway, this is now an inflection point. First one of the day. We still have a target here on the daily chart towards that red bar high, but there's a little bit of a selling tail in here. So this is the type of thing where, the continuity is to the upside. We're expecting that as long as structure holds up. But if this thing fails on a 2-up day to reach its target, this could be a negative move going into next week on a 2-down signal. Anytime you have a 2-up buy that doesn't reach a target and then reverses the other way, which we'd find out on Monday, then we all of a sudden start maybe heading back to the bottom of that range. So this is an important inflection point. We're pausing here. That makes some sense given we're taking out that target. I'd want to see it hold the open of the day, which is right around here, the midpoint of that first bar it aligns with, to keep the day green. And we'll see if this eventually just holds in here comfortably and then has a secondary push up. If it just kind of has an orderly pause and a secondary push up, that could be a good secondary trade on the day to the upside. Again, we still have the daily target up here. We have a monthly target up here. We're starting the month out green, but anything could happen. We've kind of come up, at least for today, and taken out yesterday's high and the pre-market highs, and that's all that was expected once you're opening up down here. Now you just have to kind of let price action lead the way. Do we start working towards higher targets, or could this be the start of a failure area? But that's only going to happen to me if this whole day, ends up with some kind of a failure looking day, doesn't reach its target, and then we'll deal with that next week. But for now, orderly pause here at the logical morning target, and we'll just see if it kind of holds and works up to higher, and keep an eye on, the open of the day. We want that to hold, and we want this day to, close nicely green, and obviously we'd like it to reach that target, which is still in play until proven otherwise. So good trade to the long side, not only yesterday, but today a little bit, and we'll see if it continues higher for the rest of the day.